everybody, I'm Nia and this is Sensational Design, and we do all things home. If you're new here, we like to transform spaces and do it affordably. Design does not have to be inaccessible, and we throw in a little DIY here and there. So if that's your jam and that's what you like, please hit that like and subscribe button and join me here the next time I upload a video. In today's video, we are styling a bedroom for a very special client who is starting a new chapter in her life, and she wanted a very feminine, a very elevated bedroom. So let's just get into it. Here's the space before we begin styling. We actually ordered all of these materials before she moved in. That way when she got to her new place, she had all of her necessities. Whether it's a personal project or a client project, I start each of them with a mood board. This is when I compile the needs and the wants, and I make sure all the design components are cohesive. This is where I make sure color palettes are aligned and just get a full overview of what the project's going to look like. So for our client, she wanted a space that was feminine and elevated. She wanted a reading space. She wanted to use the colors cream, golden green, and she wanted it to be warm and cozy in a place she could relax. So after we got the design together, I then began ordering all of the products. Now typically when you're working on a project, big or small, it can be easy to lose track of what you've ordered, when is it on its way. So I like to compile a spreadsheet where I have each item with a picture, how much it costs, where is it coming from, can I find it locally, and I'm able to check off when it's been ordered, what's its lead time, is it going to come in 2 weeks or is it going to come in 6. Alright, so to get this thing kicked off, I started putting together this accent chair that's going to go in the reading nook. For this project, I really didn't have a lot of items I had to assemble manually, so other than this chair and hanging the drapes, that's all I really had to put together. Because a lot of people get this wrong. First, you do not want to hang them directly at the windowsill. Hang them as high as you can to draw the eye upward, and want them to either lightly dust the floor or pull gently at the bottom. You don't want your curtains hanging in midair, and you don't want the rod sitting directly at the frame. So after the drapes were in place, I moved on to the artwork. I'm doing like a little mini gallery wall above the bed, and one of my things I love to do whenever I'm dealing with a gallery wall or more than one piece of art is I like to lay it out to see how I like it before I put it on the wall. Nobody wants to feel holes, nobody wants to be patching and painting unnecessarily. So save yourself the heartache and the time and just map it all out. Make sure you like its placement before you put it up on the wall. Secondly, I didn't show it here, but there's a hack where you use tape, or sometimes I use scrap cardboard, and I lay it on the back of the art and I get the exact nail placement. My next hack that I used was a laser level. This just helped me make sure things were nice and level and not crooked and lopsided. You can also use one of the ones that you sit on top of the picture, but I always feel like by the time I'm using that, I already have holes in the wall, right? So if I can have the laser level line up at my nail placement, like I already know it's level. So if you can get one of those, get one. They're fairly inexpensive. Actually, they're very affordable, and I will link that in the description as well. It takes all the guesswork out of making sure my picture's gonna line up. So as y'all can see, I was already losing daylight. It was dark as heck, and honestly, we decided to order a few more things before we finished off this project, so we went ahead and called it a night. I don't know if you've seen, but there was a big empty wall off to the left of the bed, and negative space is good. Sometimes every wall does not have to be decorated, but I just felt like it was really missing something in that space, and it was an opportunity just to create a cute little vignette in the bedroom. I ended up going to the thrift store, and I know some people hate it. It can feel like a scavenger hunt, but that's what I love about it. And honestly, sometimes it can be hit or miss. I actually went to like 3 different stores before I found the lamp that I ended up with, and even then it still required me to put a little bit of work in. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen this lamp, and if you haven't, go follow me on Instagram. You get to see some of my projects a little more in real time, like as they're kind of progressing. If you can help it, please get the rug in place before you get a bed or a sofa or any furnishings in your space, because your girl was struggling, like straight struggle bus. Me trying to maneuver this rug under the bed was insane. But if you can, get the rug in place before your furnishings. It save your back, save your arms, save your mind. But once the rug got in, I always say rugs are one of those things that really help anchor a space. It's your opportunity to add color. It's your opportunity to add texture. And sometimes it's the anchoring piece that brings all the other elements and colors in the room together. After that, I moved on to the styling of the bed. A key to a luxurious feeling bed, ladies and gentlemen, is layering. Whether it's pillows or blankets or patterns and textures, layers to the bed. So what I mean when I say layering the bed is having, your duvet and having a quilt or maybe even a throw blanket, and when it comes to your pillows, just switching up the patterns or the textures or the fabric type. I'm not necessarily saying have 10 or 20 pillows on the bed. I mean, 2 can even be enough for a very minimal look, but I'm just saying you kind of want to add some interest by switching up patterns and textures, like a knit versus a linen or something silk. One of my other favorite things to do when I'm making a bed is to put the flat sheet on backwards. That way, well, I should say finish side down. So when you fold it back, you then get to see the pattern on top of your bed. Now I'm working on that blank wall that I was talking about, and I decided this would be a great space to sit down, put on your shoes, just another opportunity to add some art to the wall. So here I'm just placing 2 large art prints in a bench to sit on, almost kind of be a landing zone. She come in the room, sit down, get her shoes off, maybe drop her bag. For all y'all people who don't like nobody in your bed with their outside clothes on, consider a bench or extra seating in your bedroom, and you ain't gotta worry about that. And that wraps up the styling for this bedroom. Now it's just time for final touches. Now let's take a look back at how this space looked before. And now it's time for the reveal. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you all so much for watching. Any item I can link will be in the description box. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, please hit that like and subscribe button. Let's push this video out to more people who enjoy this type of content. So let's grow this sensationally designed family. Until next time, I'll see y'all later.